Hey guys, how are you? How you doing? And welcome back to another episode of the Sorare Road to Glory. My name is Josh, and this week on Sorare is going to be an absolute cracker. The Premier League is back, Liga and La Liga, and all the hot streaks we've been playing for so far. And the Bundesliga has joined us today on Sorare. Michael Elise moving to a forward card. Kimmich, Kane, Musiala, Neuer, they're all here. Even Luis Diaz is at forward card as well. And we know that that Bayern stack isn't going to be cheap. But if you guys do want to get involved in Sorare, there is a referral link down in the comments. If you use that, you get market credit. I get market credit. It helps us all out. So feel free to have a look at that if you're not involved in Sorare already. But let's jump in to this weekend and let's first look at the JPL. So you can see the Centruden fullback link paid off for us. Spoke about it in the last video, but Louis Patry has been scoring incredibly. Hatta on the other side did just as well, winning himself a penalty. The St. Mechelen boys both playing up front didn't actually do anything despite a 1-0 victory. And Brent Gabriel, despite conceding 2, managed to get a great score of 59. So the JPL boys, we did manage to hit the streak, and we hit the second streak with that this week. So we get $10, 510 essence and 500 XP, and we made some big improvements which I'll show you in a minute for the coming weekend. We can then look at the Eredivisie. Unfortunately had a DMP in Jetro Willems. He got injured in the warm-up, but Berghuis didn't disappoint for Ajax. He was great in pre-season and he was great in this game. Double assist for us, great captain choice. Cassius also netting for AZ Alkmaar from that fullback position, and the goalkeeper, maybe best not to speak about, conceding 4 goals and getting an error leading to goal. But we have also made some improvements to this team. So we will then move down to Challenger. We hit the hot streak that we were aiming for with both teams this week. Our hot stack, they only won 3-2. Honestly, Stuart Findlay had the game of his life. He won a penalty, scored 2 goals, and picked up a yellow card for his troubles as well. Cameron Devlin, Hackler, Shankland all scoring well, as they have done in the opening 2 games of the season, and Xander Clark conceding a couple of goals. However, in this team, Shamal George kept a clean sheet, Muirhead scored against Falkirk, and then Brink got 49. So that score would have been good enough to get us a 3rd streak in this coming week, but we will look to make a couple of improvements in Challenger, and you'll get to see the theme once I show you my gallery about that. So we hit that streak as well, and then Contender was the one that really disappointed me. We were going for that 3rd streak, $50. Lucas Fernandez did everything he could, but Zeka, unfortunately, random DMP out of nowhere, and him as our captain choice, if he did score, we had a great chance of getting that, but that is part of Sorare, that's part of the game, and you'll be able to see in the gallery changes that I moved away from leagues that I don't know so much about, and we've come back into what I do know about and why I love Sorare in the first place. So let's go ahead, let's claim everything from this weekend. So as you can see, Challenger, we managed to get our streak 2, so that gives us $10, and we will claim that in our into our wallet down the bottom. Eredivisie, we've hit the 1st streak, but we made some good improvements for the 2nd week, and we will take the $6, but 2,000 essence, very tempting, I must say. And then we have the JPL as well. We've won $10 in this too. So we will keep that moving along, and we will have the $10 from that. So we had £125 in our wallet, and that's now gone up to 144. So a nice £19 won. We then also got 250 essence because a Eredivisie player scored in a lineup. And we then also managed to get 500 XP, which will be great for the opening weekend of the Premier League for one of my cards. As you guys will know, for hitting 100 subscribers, we did do a giveaway, and as you can see on the screen, I've already gone ahead and done it, but Packers Murphy 4834 was the winner. He says he's watched all the videos lately, great stuff, great enthusiasm, and he will be watching for the season. So what we are going to go ahead and do in the video, so you can see that we do our giveaways, we are going to go ahead and we are going to send him Anthony Alanga as promised. We are only 8 subscribers away from 200, and we are going to be doing a bigger and better giveaway for that. So if we can hit it before the start of the Premier League season, then what we will do is we will do a giveaway on Thursday's video. So we need to hit 8 subscribers by then. So if you are enjoying the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and let me know your strategy ahead for the season down in the comments. But what we'll do is we'll move into the gallery now, and we will have a look at the improvements that we've made. Now, my main focus this week has been quality over quantity, and that may not be being said with 171 cards into the gallery, but we do have a few players that we need to pop up on the market after the game week deadline has finished and we've claimed all our XP and our essence. As you can see, we've gone ahead and we've purchased a few cards. We've really improved our Challenger, Contender, Eredivisie, and I will speak about the other leagues in a second, but you're going to see plenty of Premier League cards throughout here as well. But as you can see, the quality of the cards that we are bringing in is them really high quality cards. The top scorers, the consistent top scorers for the good clubs. And I think that they're going to enable us to hit the hot streaks, because this year, as you know in this series, we are not aiming for the leaderboards as such, but if we do get anything off there, it's a bonus. But if we can hit them hot streaks, we can keep grinding away, and hopefully we'll be able to have fun, get return on our investment, and enjoy the players. So as you can see, we purchased a Louis Patry in season. We purchased the Antwerp striker. We've then gone with someone who I've been super impressed with so far, Ivan Nevestic. We've then partnered him up with Sergi Dominguez as well, and I think that he's signed from Barcelona and he's been absolutely cracking in the opening couple of games. Going through, you can see we've signed Eredivisie players, we've got Belgian League players, we've got Contender players, Challenger players, Premier League players, and as you can see here, Hugo Ekitike has entered the gallery. He'll be in our starting lineup for the Bournemouth game, and he was super impressive in the Community Shield, linking up with this man below him, Florian Wirtz. I was there. It was an unfortunate result for us boys in red, but Palace deserved it, and honestly, I think Palace is going to have a great season, and now they are confirmed staying in the Conference League. I do think they've got a good chance of adding a European trophy to their collection. So as we keep scrolling, you'll be able to see the cards we've brought, how much we've been purchasing them for, be able to see the main basis of what my Premier League team is going to be looking like, and I'm not going to click through to the next page because we have signed a lot of Premier League cards. We've got a lot of vaulting to do. And if you guys don't know what vaulting is, it basically means you get a percentage of essence and prize money on top of any rewards you win. At the minute, we're on level 2. But from the amount of cards in the gallery and collection pieces that we've been buying over the past week, we should be able to get that up a couple of levels indeed. But we are going to go ahead. We've got 15 spins, so we're going to do these with you guys. And what I want to speak about why we do this is I've said all along that I thought that was going to take over, that I am aiming to play hot streaks. I'm aiming to play as many as I can. So with the £120 that is left in the wallet, the aim is now going to be to make a Ligue 1 side and a La Liga BBVA side. They might not be the best, but I want to get as much chance as possible to be hitting those $25 streaks with the 5x and get on that leaderboard and that ladder. Now, I have been looking at the fixtures, I've been looking at some players, but I want to know what you guys think down in the comments about it, and I really want some input from you guys to tell me the players that I should be picking up. I will be getting a classic goalkeeper for both teams, because goalkeeper classic-wise will make us be able to stretch the budget a little bit further, but what I'm hoping for is that we're going to get some great suggestions. I watched Quiddy's video yesterday, and he's come up with some incredible teams on the budgets, and he's come up with some really good points. We've got to look at the fixtures. We've got to look at who could be really good for us. And I do think that having a budget of £50, we should be able to hopefully get a team that will be able to at least get us onto that first leaderboard. And what you have to remember, that if you do manage to do that, you're already returning half your investment with still your players and the chance at second, third, fourth and fifth streak, which I think is truly an incredible opportunity. And if you've got the budget, I think it's one that you might want to have a look at. So what we're going to do is our golden spin here. Let's do this. Hopefully we do get something good out of it. Going to be coming back across to the grey. Seems like I seem to get the grey as always, but I did win my first card off the wheel the other day, which was a Vestaloo goalkeeper, which will be nice to be able to recoup some of our investments. So we've got 8 tickets. We need 2 spin agains for another golden spin. So what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days is really focusing on that. Market credit will definitely help towards it. We've got our Premier League players. We're pretty much set on that now. We've got the Contender. We've got the Challenger. And we've also got JPL and Eredivisie. And we've done fantastically. And the quality of them cards is now in the gallery. And on Thursday's video, what you'll see is the lineups, the reasoning behind it, and all of that fun stuff. But what I have done is now I'm starting to think about them other 2 streaks, and when Bundesliga comes along, if we have the budget, we will play that as well. But I want to try and bring in the most quality I can for that price point, and that's where you guys are going to come in and hopefully be really helpful as these wheel spins come to an end. But the Premier League this week, I am really hoping by Friday evening at 9:45, the Liverpool stack has already managed to get us that first streak. We've won 3 or 4-0 on top of the leaderboard. Life is looking dandy, and that would be wonderful. Now, if Sorare was that easy, we would all be millionaires already, and that would be wonderful. We've hit a lot of misses in these spins, boys, so I am sorry, but I hope you've been listening to what I've been saying as well. But there's so many good content creators out there at the moment. I've been interacting with so many of you guys, and honestly, the community is growing. It's incredible. The market is alive. Sorare is alive. The game is alive. And there's so many good content creators. I've been watching Harry Trades, Quinny, Nepenthes, the spin again that we needed, perfectly timed. I've been watching then other people who have just started out, like Ethan Sorare, like Basil, everyone, McBride, you know, and it's been incredible to be able to see the content that's being pumped out, and it gives you so many ideas and so much to be able to think about. So if you guys haven't subscribed to any of them, make sure that you go ahead and do. But this golden spin is going to be our last spin of the day, and we've got a tier 1, boys. Here we go. Let's see who we've got. And we've managed to get Justin Bislow, the Feyenoord goalkeeper, and that is incredible. A tier 1 to end the video. Let's have a quick look at him. He doesn't actually start for Feyenoord anymore, which is a little bit annoying. Let's have a quick check as to who is their starting goalkeeper. I remember seeing about this. I have been reading about it. But that is a tier 1. A little bit disappointed of a tier 1 with the DMPs, but hopefully he might get a move away or something like that. You can't complain off a Will Spin. I'm not going to complain. He's up at £15, and if we could even get £10 back for him, that would be incredible. I'm not actually sure why he is DMPing down here, so if you boys do know any more, then please do let me know down in the comments. But an incredible thing to get off of the wheel. And what I just want to finish off by saying is, look at this coming weekend. Look at the amount of competitions that we have back. If you do have any classic cards, you can obviously play your classic competitions. You can play Arena. We've got Champion back, which is now SO7, which is super exciting. And we are going to have all of these streaks that we can aim for. But this weekend, the streaks that we're going to be aiming for, let me just quickly show you. We have got coming up to aim for this weekend. We will have La Liga 5x, we will have Ligue 1 5x, Premier League 5x, and then we will also have Challenger, Contender, and Challenger to be able to play as well with the JPL and the Eredivisie 2. And as you can see there, Sorare is back. It is so exciting. If you boys have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I hope you're liking the length of these episodes. I'm trying to get everything into one, a nice little bite-sized episode for you to be able to watch and to be able to interact with if you feel free. So if you do, drop in the comments your La Liga, Ligue 1 suggestions and your strategy for Sorare 26. I've been Josh. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you boys later in the week for another episode.